Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, EmpathOasis. I hope you all are doing well. For today's reading, we are going to be doing it on the topic of who can't stop thinking about you. With this video, we're going to take a look at who this person is, some identifying characteristics, why they can't stop thinking about you, as well as their next actions. Please keep in mind, because this is a collective reading, there may not be messages here for everyone. And if that is the case, you are more than welcome to check out my timeless playlist of videos, or you can always book a reading with me through my website. But when you are ready, go ahead and pick either group 1 for the seahorse, 2 for the snake, or 3 for the hammerhead shark. If you need more time, you can always pause the video. Timestamps will be available in the caption. Hey guys, before we start your reading, I just wanted to make the announcement that I'm currently booking Leo season readings. You can pause the screen and see what's included in this reading, then visit my website to make your booking. Hey group 1, welcome to your reading. So let's just jump right into this. Please keep in mind, if you missed it in the beginning, because this is a collective reading, there may not be messages here for everyone. If the first half of my reading does not resonate with you at all, I'm going to list out some scenarios or identifying characteristics. You can try another option or try one of my other videos on my playlist. All my videos are timeless, or the most accurate way to get a reading done will always be through booking a personal one-on-one, and you can do that through my website. But let's just see what's coming through with you guys. All right, so who is this person? With group 1, I am hearing just now for this group that I'm actually naming multiple people who are constantly thinking about you. It's not just one. So these different energies that are coming through, if you do recognize them, then this is your confirmation that you have multiple people who can't stop thinking about you. So it looks like whoever this is, they have like heavy obsessed energy towards you guys. We have obsession and stalker coming through with this group. So if you guys don't feel like you are in that energy towards this person yourself, then this is the energy that they're taking on. I do feel like there's distance between you and this person right now. Some of you might have a restraining order on this person, or maybe you had one on them in the past. Or you may have had to go to court with this person. That could just be an identifying factor to this connection. I do feel like this is someone who is significant to you, or they used to be significant to you. This isn't like a stranger, but it feels like there's distance right now between you and this person. And I feel like it's due to possible fears around rejection, or due to toxicity of the connection overall. And I feel like, there could have been a situation here that took place between the two of you where someone in this connection felt very overwhelmed by their emotions or by external circumstances. I don't know if you guys brought up to this person that maybe if this was like, let's say, a romantic situation, maybe you brought up the fact that you are dating other people as well as them, because there is this fear here of competition coming through. So maybe this person for some reason felt like their position in your life, whether this was romantic or platonic, they felt like their position with you or in your life was threatened. So there was this distance that was created, or it could have literally been a situation where you're dealing with someone who wanted to reject you first before you had the opportunity to reject them. Some of you as well could have been the one who put the distance between you and this person because of their obsession with you, their obsession with, competition for you, or their position being threatened in your life, or because overall you just felt like the connection between the two of you was very toxic. I'm also picking up on scenarios where some of these people may not actually have made their feelings obvious to you, because they may already know that you're with someone else, or that you like someone else. Maybe you guys have this feeling that there's like some, deeper emotions here. You can probably feel it on this person's energy when you're around them, but they're probably not speaking up because there are another form of external complications kind of creating like a block here for this person. For some of you, this connection, how you would describe it, I feel like there was like a lack of cooperation between you and this person around something. Maybe you guys have already rejected this person and now it's created a lack of cooperation between you and this person. And I'm also hearing there are situations here where maybe this person rejected you first, but then now they're trying to come back. They're trying to renew this connection and now you're rejecting them. But, regardless of the specifics, rejection is definitely playing a huge role in this person's obsession towards you or them constantly thinking about you. Other identifying characteristics, and remember, only take what resonates to your situation. For some of you, this could be an ex-coworker, or this could have been like a boss of yours, or someone who has like an authority figure position in life. Maybe this boss or coworker backed off because they felt like they couldn't pursue you due to some form of like diplomacy. Like they felt like, that was the block there between the two of you. There was a maybe company policy, or it just wasn't professional. So again, there's like this obsession that's formed towards you because of, the energy of wanting what you can't have, essentially. I do feel like a lot of you, this person does stalk you online. Other identifying characteristics I'm seeing coming through with this group. This could be for some of you, someone who's never really like supportive of you. I feel like whenever you guys had something good happen for you or you had some form of like success, this person would disappear. Some of you, this person did cut you off. And that's how this fear of rejection manifested in this relationship. They felt like the successes you were having was a form of rejection towards them. Like they internalized that and took it personally. So they may have ended up cutting you off because of that. There's like this intimidation I'm feeling that this person was feeling towards you because of whatever you had going on. Or this could be a situation where you guys were dealing with someone where you had a misunderstanding or a disagreement that led to some form of separation or distance taking place here. But overall, all these situations, distance is definitely a factor here. If not physical distance, there's like this energetic distance of this person kind of clearly having a lot going on internally, but suppressing it and maybe even trying to detach from you. I do feel like a lot of your situations, this person is creating this distance, or they have created distance as a way to recover or as a way to gain control over the situation or their feelings, or this was a form of self-preservation. These people, they easily get consumed by their feelings for you. For some of you, this person is trying to manifest a future with you, or they're trying to manifest some form of healing. For some of you, a way that you can identify this person is that they may have like a pretty large following, or they may be somewhat popular, or they could be someone who's kind of known, or you just know them as someone who's very intuitive. They're very much tapped into their spiritual energy, the spiritual plane. They could even have a spiritual business. Other identifying factors, this person could have like unique style that kind of sets them apart. There's something independent about them, or individualistic is, I guess, what I want to say. For a lot of you, they're very attractive or charismatic, or they could even have like a very youthful appearance or personality. I now want to take a look at either you or this person's sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Mars, so we can just get some final confirmation. Hey guys, if the video is resonating with you so far, please take a moment and give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate the support. Also, if you're interested in other ways that you can help support my channel and keep my small business running, I would love for you to check out my merch line on my website, or you can book a personal reading or ritual with me. So the signs coming through with this group are Leo, Sagittarius, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, and Virgo. Now let's take a look at details around why these people can't stop thinking about you. For this group, I pulled the Empress reversed, Lovers reversed, and Death. So why these people can't stop thinking about you with the Empress reversed, this often represents jealousy or anger, or if this is someone that you disconnected from, It feels like this person is really feeling an intense emotional void right now when it comes to your connection. They're really feeling the loss right now, whether it was you who cut them off, you rejected them, or they cut you off, they rejected you. This person is definitely longing for you, causing them to feel preoccupied with their thoughts of you. I feel like they are seeking comfort, so they find that and ruminating over what went down or what's going on with you, or just happy times with you. With the Lovers reverse, this is again letting us know that this person is really struggling with their feelings. They feel torn between what their reality is and what it is that they desire in this situation. This can also again represent longing and wanting a deeper connection with someone that at the moment feels unattainable. And there's also some of you guys, whether this is platonic or romantic, it's like they're obsessed over the thought that you've gained something that they think they can never have, or that they think they'll never be able to achieve. So they're kind of obsessively thinking about you. This is definitely giving like jealousy or envy vibes. With the Death card, it looks like you guys have been a catalyst for this person when it comes to their own personal transformation, or this person recognizing certain things or patterns that they really need to bring to an end because of how it is impacting their relationships with people, how it is impacting their habits and their beliefs. There's this awakening or recognition around growth that needs to take place here with them. Next, I want to take a look at some channeled messages from them so we can get more details around your situation. And for you guys, I pulled, I start to reach out, then stop myself. I see so much potential. I'll wait for you. And I want to commit to you. All right, so now let's take a look at their next actions. Judgment, Queen of Wands reversed, and Six of Cups reversed. So I am seeing for a lot of you, this person is going to be going through a period of reflection, of awakening, or just through a period of making significant decisions. More so of them at a crossroads type of energy, them evaluating their feelings, and then also, evaluating the relationship as well. I do feel like it's a very small amount of you where this person does take actions in the near future. I do feel like the majority of this energy is of this person being in a deep state of reflection and just going over their past choices and considering what they truly want moving forward. With the Queen of Wands reverse, if you guys are a part of this small group where this person does make contact with you in the near future, it does feel like the intention behind this contact is some form of them searching for validation. I do feel like a lot of these people who do make contact with you guys in a shorter time frame, their actions are going to be rooted in insecurity. And then the rest of you, the majority of you here, this Queen of Wands reverse is simply showing us that at the root to why they're not taking action is because they're still struggling with that fear of rejection. They're still being hindered by their self-doubt, especially for those of you who relate to situations where you are identifying this person as someone who struggles with asserting themselves. A lot of these people are taking this time to build up their confidence first before approaching you, or if they do make that initial contact, it is in a sense to try and build their confidence towards taking further action towards you. With the Judgment card, this is letting us know that this person is eventually going to take action. It's just we see with this Six of Cups, they're struggling to let go of the feelings attached to previous experiences that they've had. The Six of Cups reverse can also represent their next actions. It can be them doing things in an attempt to break free from past influences. So this could be like a time of overcoming personal hurdles or recovery for a lot of these people. But let's now take a look at the time frames that are coming through. So Saturday, Sunday, or within 2 weeks, in winter or in May. All right, guys, in group one, I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. It really helps out my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you are not moving on to another pile, I'll catch you in my next video. Bye. Hey guys, before we start your reading, I just wanted to make the announcement that I'm currently booking Leo season readings. You can pause the screen and see what's included in this reading, then visit my website to make your booking. Hey group two, welcome to your reading. Let's just jump right into this and see what identifying factors come through to help you guys confirm you're in an accurate pile. Okay, so only take what resonates with you. This first part of this reading doesn't resonate at all with your situation. And mind you, I'm going to probably name off a couple different scenarios here. You can always try another pile or try my timeless playlist. But for group two, I'm seeing a couple of things here. The first scenario that I am picking up on is this looks like a situation or a relationship that at one time, it really brought a lot of burdens into your life. But I feel like where things are at right now, specifically with you, and mind you, this could also be a reverse. This could be something that you feel is going on with them. But I do feel like the majority of this is you. I feel as though once you guys kind of release the burdens of this connection, once you released a lot of the weight that you were carrying, whether it be the emotional labor or the physical labor that you were doing in this connection, I see that a lot of things started taking off for you. I'm seeing a lot of rapid growth, a lot of progress in your life. You may have moved, you could have even traveled. And I feel like this has essentially caused this person to become somewhat obsessive in their thoughts towards you, seeing this rapid progress, seeing all your success. Seeing all of this has put a lot of these people in this headspace where they are now overthinking, they're overanalyzing what happened between the two of you, or they're rethinking maybe some of the things that happened between the two of you. And we will get more details when we look at what their current thoughts are. But I feel like a lot of these people are really in their ego right now because this has taken place. They're in their ego because in a sense, I think they felt as though you weren't able to do this without them, you know, or they could have been intentionally trying to stop you from progressing, and you caught on and you dropped them and you progressed. This could have been somebody that you found yourself in quite a few arguments with while you guys were in each other's lives. This could have been somebody that you looked at and felt as though, you know, they weren't really a friend or a partner. They were more someone who was in competition with you. I'm hearing like I'm hearing that you guys could have been misidentifying an op as a friend or like a partner or someone that you saw a future with. There are also quite a few of you here who may not have ever identified this person as a friend. Out the gate, you guys were probably at odds, or you felt their competitive energy towards you, or like they were at war with you, or like they just didn't like you. Now, if that doesn't resonate, I feel like quite a few of you do know, or you are aware that this person is feeling very triggered or in their ego about you because you're in this winning position. I do feel like a lot of you may even be aware that this person's creeping on you. Like you may have seen them in your stories, or they were trying to make themselves visible in conversations online that they knew you were a part of. Or they could have just been popping up as, you know, I know like on TikTok, sometimes it lets you know so-and-so has been viewing your account. Like it could be stuff like that the universe has shown you that this person is in their ego. They are creeping on you. I do feel like if that doesn't necessarily resonate with you, another identifying factor that is coming through with this connection is this person, when you were in a position where you needed help, when you needed support, maybe even when you were hungry, you know, low on food, this person kind of faded to the background. They did not offer help. They could have been in a position to help you and they opted out. I feel like you looked at this person as someone who would have your back if you were to go through a difficult time, and they just completely dropped the ball. Some of you may have even asked them for help, and it could have started a fight between the two of you and caused them to retreat. Some of you, this could have been somebody that you had a child with that just completely abandoned all of their responsibilities with their kids onto you. They crept away. They're in the shadows. Some of these people were doing this intentionally to sabotage your progress, because if you guys weren't going to be together, they didn't want to see you winning without them. So they intentionally were trying to cause negativity in your atmosphere to prevent you from winning, to prevent you from excelling, to prevent you from, some of you, even traveling. And some of you could be in this position and you may not even have kids with this person. Like, your baby may not have been a literal baby. It could have just been something that you two came together to create. But they essentially dropped all, or placed all, the responsibility onto you. But I do feel like there's a part of this person who is being silent right now, who's kind of in the shadows right now. I think because, like I said, either their ego was really hurt because they did not expect this from you, for you to move on or for you to succeed, or they're in their feelings and they're in their head because seeing you going through all this advancement, doing just fine without them, is putting them in this space of feeling like they kind of deserve the position they're in. I feel like a lot of these people are now struggling. You know, the struggle that they put you through is now back onto them. And it's almost as if they feel like they, you know, like I said, we'll get more details, but I'm already just picking up on this. There's guilt or shame is what I want to say around either attacking you or not being a support to you when you needed it. And then now you're winning it and you don't need it. And now they're probably in a position where they're struggling on some level. Another scenario that could be coming through here, and you might actually find more messages in group 3 as well with this scenario, but some of you may have actually got into an altercation with this person, whether it be a physical altercation or a verbal altercation. And I feel like right now you or them, or even both of you, are kind of in your head, you're in your ego about this altercation. I'm going to pull a few more cards just so we can get some more identifying factors for you guys. Okay, for some of you, either you or this person could have a very skinny or slim body frame. And then also we have pregnant as well. So again, there is this energy of children being involved. Either you were pregnant by this person, or you got this person pregnant, or this person's currently pregnant, or you're currently pregnant. Or maybe there could have been a fight between you and someone else who is currently pregnant. This person could have a very square face. Again, we're getting petite. I don't know why I heard like Napoleon syndrome. Maybe this is a masculine that is kind of small in stature and they have anger issues because of this. I'm also seeing glasses. This person could wear glasses a lot, or maybe like there's just a picture that, you know, you often think about when you think of them, and they have on glasses, or maybe their current profile picture, they're wearing glasses. Now with this card warning, I feel like this is letting us know that I feel like when you guys are dealing with this person, there were a lot of red flags here. There were red flags that you may have dismissed initially because there could have been a lot of chemistry between the two of you in the beginning. You could have had a lot of great stimulating conversations. You could have had a lot of fun with this person. This person could have love bombed you or took you traveling. Did a lot of things that sped the emotional connection along. And I do feel like there were other things that took place about this person that you just thought were kind of odd or weird, that I feel like now you're thinking back to it, you're in your head about it, and you're like, dang, that was her red flag. I should have paid attention to that. I feel like you guys have had those moments with this person. I feel like a lot of you are dealing with someone who struggles with an addiction. And this doesn't just have to be with substances. It could be addiction to, anything that they do in excess could be an addiction, honestly. A lot of times when people have a tendency to put themselves in competition with others, they could be dealing with an addiction to validation, external validation. But this person, I feel like, does have an addiction of some sort. This could have been the red flag that you ignored in the beginning. Or this person's red flag could have been that in the beginning they could have showed you that they were emotionally unavailable. You could have gotten a lot of hot and cold behavior from this person that left you questioning where you stood, that left you stressed out. I do feel like with this connection, with this card, I want to feel that way again. This is giving me the vibes of like this relationship really being a trauma bond. When you trauma bond with somebody, it's basically like another form of an addiction. But what's going on with a trauma bond, it's like you're constantly trying to chase that high of what got you attached or addicted to them or interested in them. I feel like this might have been something that you got that kept you guys in cycles, is just trying to recreate that initial spark, that initial chemistry that you guys had. There may have been a part of you that felt like you were hopeful that you can get it back. You came closer than anyone. I do feel like this is reflective of this person being, again, unavailable or even avoidant. I feel like a lot of you are probably dealing with someone with an avoidant attachment style. Or someone who is, very manipulative, someone who's wearing a mask or who is not authentic. And I feel like that could have also been the warning or red flag. Maybe you saw little things in their personality that weren't aligned in integrity or in truth. And I do feel like when you guys start seeing the truth about this person or holding them accountable or calling them out, that's when they probably pushed you away. That's when they realized you got a little too close to see the truth behind this mask that they were wearing. And even with that creeping card, this is letting us know this person is in the shadows in some way, shape, or form. They do not want to be exposed or vulnerable in any way, shape, or form. Okay, now let's take a look at the zodiac signs coming through for either you or this person's sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Mars. Hey guys, if the video is resonating with you so far, please take a moment and give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate the support. Also, if you're interested in other ways that you can help support my channel and keep my small business running, I would love for you to check out my merch line on my website, or you can book a personal reading or ritual with me. And for this group, I got Mars, which is Scorpio or Aries, Venus, which is Taurus or Libra, Virgo, Gemini, and Jupiter, which is Sagittarius. But correct me if I'm wrong, I also heard that Jupiter might also be a co-ruler of Pisces as well. So if it fits, take it. Or it used to be a co-ruler of Pisces. But now let's take a look more in depth around like their current thoughts around you, their current thoughts that they're having about you at the time of this reading. Their current thoughts about you are Ace of Swords, Reverse, and Justice. Okay, so the first thing that was coming through, whether these people want to admit it to you or not, these people are harboring a lot of guilt. They're harboring a lot of insecurity, or maybe they feel like really stupid or foolish for some of their actions or behaviors. I feel like these people are really confused right now as well. They don't know what to do. They're wondering what you're thinking. I feel like the majority of these people here, there is a part of them that wants to make things right. But some of these people just don't know how to. A lot of these people are also thinking that not talking right now is the right thing to do. Some of these people, if they were like calling you names or just saying some really cruel things to you, they're thinking about how name calling wasn't right, or the things they told you was not right, or maybe they lied or gaslit you about something. They are thinking about how that wasn't right, okay? I'm also hearing that some of these people are thinking about how you might be in the dark about something. And this is connecting back to like a deception or a lie or gaslighting you. Some of these people feel like you might be in the dark about them feeling this way. that you're in the dark about their own deceptive or misleading behavior. A lot of these people may not have the courage to tell the truth. A lot of people who just lie all the time are cowards. Something around lying and deception and making things right is heavily on their mind. Some of these people are even thinking that their lies, their deceptions, them gaslighting you or misleading you is now the reason behind why they could be experiencing some form of karma. I feel like justice coming through in this spread around their thoughts is them kind of fearful around their karma, fearful around what's going to happen. Maybe them seeing all this positive stuff happening to you after they did you so dirty. The fact that they got to witness that, some of these people are kind of like, uh-oh, what's going to happen to me now? Like, I tried to stop this. I tried to block this or ruin this for this person, and they still made it happen. What's going to happen now for me? I feel like some of these people, like, those wheels are turning in their heads, stressing or frantically thinking about that. I'm hearing narcissistic collapse. So some of these people could be going through a narcissistic collapse right now. I'm also hearing too, some of these people are thinking about how you not talking to them, you cutting them off was the right thing to do. That's what they deserve for how they behaved in this situation. Next, I want to pull a few cards that give us some more details around these specific thoughts that these people are having about this group. Okay, and for you guys, I pulled I feel left out. I'm scared of you. I promise I'm not ignoring you. I'll explain soon. I don't know how to ask for help. I can't lose you. And I have an unhealthy need for constant validation. Okay, so now let's take a look at what their next actions will be towards you guys. So with these cards, I do feel like this person will be taking actions towards this group, but I do feel like the initial actions that this person does take is going to be kind of them falling back into some bad habits. I feel like they're going to be trying to lead with dishonesty or gaslighting. I see them coming in very aggressively, even for some of you. I see them kind of holding on to their stance initially. I feel like your intuition, though, is going to immediately be able to see through this. You're going to be able to know what their bullshit is. And spirit, I feel like the message coming through is if you want any type of like healing to happen in this situation or progress to happen in this conversation when they do approach you, you guys got to stop this like shit in its tracks. You guys need to call this person out. You need to enforce some boundaries. I do feel like a lot of you will be doing that. And because you do that, it's going to make their energy kind of shift, I feel like they're going to stop trying to manipulate, stop trying to gaslight you or confuse you with word salad. And they're going to shift into this energy of trying to be more cooperative, trying to be more honest, to be more clear. Some of these people may not have the vocabulary to describe what they feel emotionally, or they may not be in a space quite yet to be completely transparent. But I do feel like there will be an attempt for some form of closure or healing on their part. I am seeing here there is a potential for a breakthrough with this connection. There is the potential for healing in this connection, but that's only going to happen if you guys are enforcing your boundaries. So this might take a few tries, I'm hearing, that they might first come at you sideways or lying or trying to lie or manipulate. And it's like kind of on this group to enforce stronger boundaries and not let that shit fly. In order to be a catalyst to creating a breakthrough where healing can actually take place and honest communication can actually take place. Because the energy they're coming in to the situation when they do take action, it feels very aggressive. They're coming from a space of force and desperation, trying to hold on or trying to control versus healing. I do feel like this situation overall, and it will be a very humbling experience for this person. This situation is very much shining a light on how important you guys were to them. A lot of these people were so much in their ego, so much in this, like, I'm hearing like superiority complex. I feel like Spirit, the universe, God kind of took this situation to humble this person or bring them back into reality. Especially if you guys are kind of dealing with a narcissist or someone who's high on that spectrum. They may operate a lot in fantasy. A lot of the lies that they tell you are also lies that they tell themselves. And I feel like this relationship is kind of helping to wake this person up out of whatever delusions that they've been in. And at the core to how this is even becoming possible, it's like I said, you guys enforcing boundaries. It's by you guys showing this person that you're not afraid to lose them or to walk away, because that's going to trigger a fear of losing you within them. For a lot of you, it already has done that, but just the fact that this has taken place or it will take place is going to be a catalyst, an initiator to them starting to make changes. But let's now take a look at when these people will be taking actions towards you. And for you guys, I pulled at night, at sunrise, or within 6 months. So I feel like, anytime between now up to 6 months. All right, group 2, I really do hope that this reading resonated with you and it was helpful. If it was, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. It really does help out my channel. Also, leave a comment if you feel inspired to do so. I really do love reading your guys' comments. If you would like something more personalized, remember you can always book with me through my website, EmpathOasis.com. All right, thanks for watching. Bye. Hey guys, before we start your reading, I just wanted to make the announcement that I'm currently booking Leo season readings. You can pause the screen and see what's included in this reading, then visit my website to make your booking. Hey group 3, welcome to your reading. If you did not catch my announcement in the beginning of this video, I'm first going to jump into your reading by identifying certain characteristics about this person or this situation, just so that you guys know that you're in an accurate pile. If this first portion of your reading doesn't resonate with you, feel free to try another option. But let's see what's coming through with you guys. Who is this person who can't stop thinking about you? All right, group 3, let's now take a look at what's going on in this connection. A lot of you in this group, there's multiple people coming through that can't stop thinking about you. So it does look like the majority of you here, actually all of you here, it feels like this relationship came to an end in a very painful way. And it seems like I'm picking up on kind of two very dominant scenarios. The first one being a romantic situation, and I feel like this connection really did feel like it was a soulmate or a true love, but this relationship appears to have ended because of either financial issues or possibly someone having to move away, or maybe someone had some work-related matters they had to deal with. There also could have been issues here with betrayal as well, or someone's past traumas causing them to be emotionally unavailable during times when vulnerability was needed. I feel like for a lot of you, someone in this connection may not have been able to meet the emotional needs or do the emotional labor necessary for this connection to be healthy or to sustain. Now, the other alternative that I'm seeing here is it looks like you may have been dealing with someone who may have caused you physical pain, a lot of stress, or even caused you to hit a rock bottom. Or this could be a situation where maybe this is someone who was bullying you. I am seeing cards here that are specifically focused on cyberbullying, or maybe this person would bully you in person. I am also hearing a specific scenario coming through where this could have been like a third party situation. and you or this person had to disconnect because you were already involved with somebody else. But that did not take away from the fact that you two felt a very deep, like, spiritual connection with each other. I feel like in those scenarios, it's created this heavy energy of longing or wanting to share things with you that they're not able to because of their current circumstances. Some of you were in situations where this third party wasn't even like their significant other. You guys had your relationship come to a painful ending because your person may have had a platonic relationship in their life that was jealous of your connection, and they caused or facilitated this ending through emotionally manipulating your person. I feel like a lot of you would describe this person as being someone who possessed a lot of jealousy towards you, and that's why they were so cruel to you. I feel like a lot of you are aware that this person could be jealous of your physical appearance or how well liked you are, or they could be jealous of your reputation, or some of you could be in a position where you're well taken care of, or maybe someone in like a group could show you favoritism in some way, shape, or form, and this person is jealous of that. And some of you, this could be someone who is jealous of you because they may be with or in a relationship with someone who has moved in ways with you that made them feel insecure in their connection with them. They may have done things that made them feel like you were a threat to their connection. Or maybe they could be jealous of you in regards to something with work. This could be a coworker or an ex-coworker, or just someone that you collaborated on a project with at one point in time. I could see situations as well for some of you where this person was such a horrible bully to you, whether it be online or in real life, that it could have caused some of you to feel like your only option was to relocate, whether it is to a new job or just moving to a new location. A lot of these individuals do have pictures of you guys, or they have access to pictures of you guys. This person may even weaponize these past pictures they have of you. I do feel like this was a very spiritual connection, a very karmic connection. Now, if you identify more with the scenarios where this was someone you had an ending with that, you didn't want to happen, or maybe things ended in a way where how you started was so drastically different from where you ended. Like maybe you guys used to be friends, you used to be in more positive, cooperative energy, and it just transformed to something really nasty. I do feel like at the core of those situations, there's still like this pain associated to heartbreak, because we do see here longing coming through. And I don't feel like this is something that is, unless it's a severe bullying situation, I do feel like for the other situations, I kind of feel like you both are feeling this energy of longing for each other. I feel like you're both spending a lot of time romanticizing the past, fantasizing about the past. You have love on the brain. Some of you may even be thinking about, so much time has gone by, like they could be afraid to even reach out. A lot of these people could be thinking about you because they may have stuff that they want to talk to you about, things that they've been working on. Yeah, it does feel like overall this was a pretty sad ending in this connection, or a very painful ending. Some of you didn't have like a volatile connection with this person. You had a very loving connection. You felt like very spiritually connected to them. But unfortunately, timing just was not on your side, it feels like. I do feel like these connections did come into your life for some pretty intense spiritual lessons, either around boundaries or about letting go. Or some of you, this could be a connection that was brought into your life to help clear out some karmic debt. Hey guys, if the video is resonating with you so far, please take a moment and give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate the support. Also, if you're interested in other ways that you can help support my channel and keep my small business running, I would love for you to check out my merch line on my website, or you can book a personal reading or ritual with me. Okay, next I want to take a look at the signs coming through for this group for either you or this person, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars. For you guys, I got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, and Cancer. Okay, now let's take a more in-depth look into why they can't stop thinking about you. All right, there's quite a few things coming through here. One thing I'm seeing coming through here is that a lot of these people are in their thoughts about how either you presented them with a great opportunity, or the universe presented them with a great opportunity through their connection with you, an opportunity for some form of abundance or fulfillment or a new beginning. And they're thinking about how they sabotaged it, or how they were greedy, or how they were acting in a way that was very self-serving or deceptive or manipulative. I do see that some of these people, you've been heavily on their mind. They can't stop thinking about you. I feel like it's in connection to feeling some form of guilt or regret, in connection to some form of deception, some form of betrayal or avoidance. I feel like this person is definitely wishing that they have handled things differently. There's a lot of internal conflict that they're struggling with. If you are dealing with a bully, I do feel like some of these people are in this energy where they're becoming more aware of their negative behavior, but they're struggling with their motives. They're struggling with accepting their motives. They could actually be feeling like preoccupied with thoughts of you because they are trying to figure out a way to maybe one-up you or get back control in the situation or get some form of power over you, okay? But this is all coming from their own insecurities. This is why they are so fixated on you, is because they feel like your energy is very dominant and it makes them feel very inadequate. I'm also seeing here that you guys have quite a few people here who have you heavily on their mind, because there's like fear around them facing some form of consequences, especially if these people bullied you, or especially if these people betrayed you. I feel like these people are living in this state of like looking over their shoulder, or, you know, kind of being in fear or terror, or living in terror that, you know, this mask that they're wearing is going to be like ripped off of them, that they're going to be exposed. I'm also seeing here, if these people are, you know, kind of still in that negative energy, some of these people are being strategic. Some of these people are planning, they're plotting. This person, I feel like I'm hearing this thought pattern of like reaching out and apologizing to you just to be able to gain access to you, just so that they could, you know, be close enough to you to continue bullying you, or to continue trying to dominate you. So now let's take a look at some channeled messages I pulled for these people, so we can get more details around their current thoughts. And for you guys, I pulled I've sabotaged all my relationships. I really like you. I'm not looking for a relationship. Karmic connection. All I think about is you. I've never had healthy examples of love. I'm still salty over what happened. I'm embarrassed how I acted, and I miss you. Okay, now let's take a look at what their next actions will be towards this group. And for you guys, I pulled 10 of Cups reverse, 9 of Cups reverse, Page of Cups reverse, and Queen of Cups reverse. That is a lot of emotion coming through here. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the way these cards are looking, it is like screaming to me, crash out. If I were to describe these cards in like a sequence of events and how this person's crash out takes place, I do feel like there's going to be a period that they go through where, again, they are overwhelmed with their disappointment, with their brokenness, with their sense of sadness, their sense of loss in this connection. I feel like a lot of these people are going to, eventually hit a rock bottom emotionally, where they're going to really struggle with their sense of emptiness, or with the fact that certain emotions are just not being met. Those scenarios I'm also seeing can relate to like situations where you're dealing with a bully and them bullying you, even though it may not make sense to you, it was satisfying them on some level emotionally by making them feel superior. So I feel like because you guys have withdrawn, because you're not engaging, because you're not reacting, because you've cut them off, those needs aren't getting met, so it's kind of like an addict searching for a fix, like they're searching for that drama. Or this can just represent when their addictions are no longer satisfying, their emotional needs by numbing out. And this doesn't even have to be addictions to substances. This can be addictions to maybe partying. This could be addictions to even like exercising or reading, anything that they do in excess as a form of escapism. Their crash out is going to come to like a breaking point when these addictions, these obsessions, these distractions are no longer providing them the emotional fulfillment that it was providing them at first. But regardless of if this is, a bully or an ex of yours or an ex-friend of yours, I feel like their sense of emptiness, emotional emptiness, is eventually going to lead to such intense frustration that they react or reach out to you in a very emotionally immature way. And we see that with that Page of Cups. But now with the Queen of Cups appearing next to it, this is like all that emotional volatility just pouring out of them. All their emotions they've been suppressing, I feel like they're going to come out in a way that's very disruptive. That could also feel very draining to you if you do engage with them. I feel like this person is going to be clearly in a lot of turmoil when they are reaching out to you. I feel like this person is clearly going to be struggling with processing what's going on between you guys and your relationship and your dynamic. Some of these people, I think, if this isn't someone who wants to necessarily move in a direction that's healthier, I do feel like their objective is trying to transfer all this negative energy that they're feeling, this emotional emptiness that they're feeling. They're trying to transfer that to you. So like I said, there's some form of crash out coming due to these people not handling their emotions in a healthy way. Now let's take a look at when these actions will be taking place for the majority of you here. Okay, for some of you, this crash out is coming in hot. Some of you, it's saying at dawn, or at noon, or at sunset. For some of you, this could be in February, in October, or in April. All right, group 3, that is all I am seeing for you guys. I do hope that this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really does help my channel. Leave a comment if you feel inspired to do so. That also helps my channel as well, and I really do love reading your guys' comments. If you would like something more personalized, you can always book with me through my website, EmpathOasis.com. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Until next time, bye.